And Srinivasan is the big question. That's a pertinent point that you've raised, Borya. We're getting in a response from the Supreme Court. Let's listen in. All right, as we await that response from Aditya Verma, who is in fact at the Supreme Court on your screens at this point in time, Borya has raised a very pertinent point on if the hearing is extended beyond the 8th of December, what does that do to the chances of re-election of President in exile of the BCCI, N. Srinivasan. Remember, N. Srinivasan has come under scathing attack of the Supreme Court in all the past hearings, including today.
आज अगले मंडे को फिर 2 बजे से और मंगल को फुल डे कोर्ट इस मैटर को सुनेगा और मंगल को में भी हो सकता है कोर्ट का ऑर्डर भी आ जाएगा। लेकिन आज जो आर्गुमेंट हुआ, श्री हरीश साल्वे जी के जो बचे हुए आर्गुमेंट थे उसको मैडम नलिनी चिदम्बरम ने पूरा किया। उसके बाद बीसीसीआई और एन श्रीनिवासन के तरफ से बहस हुआ। मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि बीइंग ए पिटिशनर मैं हर्ट हो रहा हूँ। बीइंग ए पिटिशनर मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रही है कि जब एक जांच समिति ने एक जांच रिपोर्ट बना के कोर्ट के सामने रख दिया है तो उस जांच समिति को सामने आने में बीसीसीआई और एन श्रीनिवासन क्यों उस पर एतराज़ जता रहे हैं? क्योंकि उस रिपोर्ट से बहुत कुछ चीज़ सामने आ जाएंगी, जो कन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट का मामला हो या कवर अप द करप्शन का मामला हो। और आज जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स बीसीसीआई के तरफ से कोर्ट को दिए जा रहे थे वो मैन्युफैक्चर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे। मैं पिटिशनर होने के साथ दावे के साथ ये कह सकता हूँ, और हमारे भारत सरकार के एक वर्तमान मंत्री जी का नाम बार बार लिया जा रहा था कोर्ट के सामने कि उन्होंने ऐसा किया, उन्होंने ऐसा किया, तो इससे कोर्ट को बहुत सख्त एतराज़ हुआ। कोर्ट ने कड़ी डांट भी लगाई कि ऐसे तो लगता है कि मंत्री जी का नाम लेने से कोर्ट को इन्फ्लुएंस करने की कोशिश की जा रही थी। ये सब चीज़ें हो रही थी और सारे घालमेल चल रहे हैं श्रीनिवासन को किसी भी तरह बचाने के लिए। और मैं जानता हूं कि हमारा देश का कानून इतना सख्त है और कानून के नज़र में मुदगल साहब की जांच समिति की रिपोर्ट आ चुकी है। और क्यों एतराज़ जता रहा है बीसीसीआई? बीसीसीआई तो तरह तरह का डॉक्यूमेंट कोर्ट के सामने आज रख रहा था, लेकिन क्यों नहीं बीसीसीआई फुल डॉक्यूमेंट्स को आज मीडिया के सामने, पब्लिक डोमेन के सामने रख रहा है, जिसमें कुछ खिलाड़ियों का नाम है, कुछ ऑफिशियल्स का नाम है? उन्हें बचाने की कोशिश क्यों की जा रही है? मैं एक पिटिशनर होने के नाते मुझे बहुत ही इस पे दुख है और मैं एतराज़ जता रहा हूं। तो अगले मंडे को मैं कोर्ट के सामने पहले अपने लॉयर के थ्रू पूरे रिपोर्ट को पब्लिक डोमेन में आने की मांग करूंगा। बस देखिए, मामला खिंच नहीं रहा है। मामला यही तो दुर्भाग्य है कि जो देश का क्रिकेट चलाने का जो पेरेंट बॉडी है वही पता नहीं क्यों एन श्रीनिवासन को बचाने के लिए और जो इन्वॉल्व्ड ऑफिशियल्स और प्लेयर को बचाने के लिए इस तरीका का हरकत कर रहा है। अरे भैया, जब जांच समिति की एक पूरी रिपोर्ट आ गई है तो उस रिपोर्ट को जैसे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पटल पे आया है तो आम पब्लिक के बीच में भी आनी चाहिए, मीडिया के बीच में आनी चाहिए, ताकि पता चल सके कि इतने महान खेल क्रिकेट को गंदा करने वाले कौन लोग हैं। तो मुझे इस पे सख्त एतराज है। मैं मंडे को बहुत ही जोर शोर से पूरे रिपोर्ट की मांग करूंगा और मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये लोग कितने भी कोशिश कर ले, कितने भी झूठे डॉक्यूमेंट, मैन्युफैक्चर डॉक्यूमेंट्स कोर्ट के सामने ला के कोशिश करे, लेकिन इसमें क्रिकेट को गंदा करने वाले लोगों को कोई राहत मिलने वाली नहीं है। हमारे देश का सर्वोच्च न्यायालय क्रिकेट को जेंटलमैन गेम बनाने जा रहा है और जेंटलमैन गेम बना के रहेगा। क्रिकेट ही मैन ऑफ द मैच बन के निकलेगा, ऐसी मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है।
The petitioner in the IPL spot fixing case, Aditya Verma, in fact, responding to the hearing in the Supreme Court today. Also remember, the court has adjourned the hearing till the 8th of December, which is next Monday. Borya Majumdar is still live with us. Borya, the hearing has been adjourned till the 8th of December. And if the hearing extends beyond the 8th, as you've been pointing out, what does that do to the re-election prospects of N. Srinivasan?
No, there was an interesting point being made there, Rishika, that 8th and again on the 9th, and on the Tuesday, the 9th, the Supreme Court has apparently set aside the entire day to hear the matter, and there is every likelihood that the order will be pronounced. So in that case, on the 9th, we will actually get to know what happens, and based on that, obviously the reinstatement or the re-election procedure of Mr. Srinivasan will be known to us.
Right.
What is important is there is a very pertinent need for a closure in this case, whichever way it goes. Obviously, we would all want that cricket needs to be cleansed. The gentleman's game needs to be cleansed and off. Based on what we've seen of the Supreme Court has taken the matter very seriously.
Absolutely.
If you really take the conflict of interest issue, that is not within the terms of reference of the Mudgal Committee, but that has been raised by the Supreme Court time and again, because it's a PIL, and according to a PIL, the Supreme Court can deliberate on any matter of public importance, and that's what it has done. Question is, based on the argument so far, does it mean that, by naming other members of the BCCI or for that matter, Indian cricketing icons and legends, that they've held multiple positions, does that make Mr. Srinivasan's actions right? Secondly, can you compare Mr. Gavaskar, Mr. Shastri or others with Mr. Srinivasan's position? Gavaskar's position as commentator or Ravi Shastri's position as commentator cannot be commensurate or similar to Mr. Srinivasan's position as BCCI president, TNCA president, ICC boss. So it is now upon the Supreme Court. I mean, the matter is obviously sub judice. We've got to wait till next Monday, but the case is finally, I think, nearing a conclusion.
All right, we're going to have to wait until next Monday, 8th and 9th of December, the 2 days that the Supreme Court has in fact set aside the entire day to listen to this particular matter. 17th of December, remember, is that crucial BCCI AGM. So all eyes will be on the Apex Court. Will the Apex Court go so far as to ban N. Srinivasan from BCCI elections? Will the Supreme Court perhaps scrap Chennai Super Kings? Remember, the Supreme Court has asked for shareholding patterns of the Chennai Super Kings, the business model of the IPL. Those are also details that the Supreme Court has in fact sought from the BCCI and N. Srinivasan. All right, I'd like to go across to my colleague Shisha Reddy, who's also live with me at this point in time. Shisha, 8th is the next date of hearing. A hectic parley is expected this entire week for N. Srinivasan.
Well, exactly, Rishika, as Boria also making pertinent points that it's not a breather for N. Srinivasan, but it's just moving it very tight, because remember, the AGM is going to be held in the mid of December. So he hardly has one more week to go. And again, he has been talking to his lawyers and his camp and getting to know about the latest developments, what is happening in the court. But yes, as each day proceeds further, as close to the annual general meeting that will be happening in Chennai in the mid of December, it is of course very difficult for N. Srinivasan, as if the case closes very soon, then he might, or probably depending on what the case would be like, then he might have a chance, or the otherwise then it's just going to push even further, making N. Srinivasan position untenable. So we'll have to wait till next Monday. Of course, not a breather for N. Srinivasan.
Absolutely, it's not a breather, and we can expect hectic backroom parleys to take place in this coming week. I'd like to go back to my colleague Ashish Mahershi, who's joining me live from the Supreme Court. Ashish, we've talked about the scathing remarks that the Supreme Court has made against N. Srinivasan, but let's not forget, in the last hearing, the Apex Court had also red flagged the role of MS Dhoni in this entire case. What happens to Dhoni now?
Well, in fact, as far as today goes, Dhoni was not, Dhoni's name was not there. But as far as last hearing goes, the one before this, he very clearly said that, the court very clearly said that, how can he wear so many caps? As far as, he is also the captain of Indian team. Right. He is captain of the Chennai Super Kings. And as well as, apart from that, he is occupying the position of, as vice president in India Cements. So certainly, there is a conflict of interest, because the ownership lies with India Cements, and as far as the major controlling part of India Cements goes, it is with the Srinivasan's family members, which include the daughter of N. Srinivasan, and obviously we know that Mayappan is his son-in-law.
Right.
So certainly, there is a conflict of interest. But as far as Srinivasan goes, as far as today's court hearing goes, Kapil Sibal tried to present his case. He very clearly said that, as far as Mr. Srinivasan's role goes, if he is occupying different positions in BCCI, IPL, and if he is owning, so is other individuals like Gavaskar and Shastri, who are administrators, who are
Absolutely, Ashish. The big question is, will that argument really cut ice with the Supreme Court? While that is the argument that Kapil Sibal has in fact made today, as Boria has also been pointing out that, just by proving that others have done wrong too, it doesn't undo what N. Srinivasan has done. We're going to continue to track developments on this story very closely. Shrisha Reddy, Ashish Maharshi and Boria Majumdar, appreciate you joining me at this point in time. The latest that is coming in from the Supreme Court is that the matter has been adjourned till the 8th of December. The 8th and 9th are 2 days, so the Supreme Court has in fact set to hear this matter the entire day. So hopefully we can in fact expect some closure.